Hello and welcome
to Eat the Damn Cake. I'm Carly.
And I'm Maddie.
And
welcome back.
I hope you enjoyed our episode last week with Karina. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it, and also Karina told me that some people have reached out for Reiki.
Yay!
So I am so excited to hear that. And she said she probably most likely will be running a Reiki 1 course, which is when you learn how to do it on yourself.
That would be
in
great.
January. So I'm definitely going to sign up for that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing to add to our little repertoire.
And I think it also will go along with our theme today.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Faux show. If this is your first time listening, welcome and thank you for tuning in. We are a fitness/lifestyle podcast about making the fitness industry more inclusive and less exclusive and make it a more happy place for all. And that description changes weekly. Means the same thing, but it's always different words to describe it.
Yeah.
But we will always talk about our lives, and
of course we will.
Always. Because I feel like, and I don't know if you feel like this too, Carly, like I'll see people out and about after teaching a class and they're like, oh my God, is that Colleen and Roger? And I'm
yes.
like, oh my God, yes. And they're like, I feel like I already know them. And I'm like, sorry, Mom and Dad.
They're fully exposed on this podcast.
We fully expose them, and Nick and Joe.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
exposing our
boyfriends, buckle up, listen to this one, strap on in, because this morning, my morning, I don't know about you, Maddie, but my morning started about 4:30 a.m. when Joe decides to wake up because Joe, sorry, I'm putting you on blast, is one of the most unorganized people I've ever met in my life. And he will like wear sweatpants to bed and keep his keys and wallet in his pockets and then sleep and then like move around in the bed. And then the next morning, like I'll feel his hand like searching the bed for his keys and wallet. So just like every other morning, that happened this morning. Okay.
Isn't that uncomfy?
You would think. You would be like, oh, I should put my...
He has a thick wallet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But like,
I think he's the type...
Maddie's like, he's thick wallet.
No, his wallet, whenever he wears stuff, like I can see his wallet like in his pocket. And I'm like, how many like old gift cards and expired like AAA cards and
are in there.
How many like old debit cards that you don't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just like, he definitely has a lot of shit.
So I thought the keys would be more uncomfortable than the wallet. I don't know. But you would think that you would take them out and put them on the nightstand right next, I don't know.
A normal person.
Like a normal person would. 4:30 a.m. I feel Joe slashing the sheets around trying to find his keys. And I'm like, the heck? I just roll over because I'm like, you know what? It's not my time to get up yet. It's not my time. I have 45 more minutes. So all of a sudden I hear him leave the room. I hear him go out back where we were all hanging out last night. I hear him come back inside, comes back in the room. He's like, hey. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, where are my keys? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, what do you mean, where are your keys? Like, I go, did you check your sweatpants? Because he like had shorts underneath and he got hot. So he put the sweatpants on the floor. I'm like, did you check those pockets? I've checked everywhere. I've checked the whole house. They're not anywhere. No. So then, So then he's like, let me take your car and go get my spare key at home. And I'm like, what? What is that noise? I don't know.
Last week I could hear, I don't know if you listened to last week's episode, but I could hear your throat make weird.
I always have bubbles in my throat and it's not like a burp, it's just like a bubble.
We made eye contact and she's trying so hard to ignore the fact that
but you brought it up every time. You always bring it up.
We're laughing first.
Anyway. Joe was like, let me take your keys. And I was like, well, now at this point I have to get up soon and like leave and go to Boston. Anyways, he ends up taking my car. We don't find his keys.
You still haven't?
No, he takes my car. And then he's texting me. He's like, I shouldn't have played with Duke yesterday. They probably fell out of my pocket then. And I'm like, blame literally everyone else in the world besides yourself for losing your keys. This is no one else's fault besides your own.
If he had an AirTag, this wouldn't have happened.
If he was a normal human being, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, I don't know what it is about men, and Hurley, you can chime in here because I'm just curious.
All right.
Do you lose things a lot?
Yeah.
What the heck?
So you...
Oh, I don't sleep with my my wallet and keys in my pocket. That's
serial killer vibes.
Okay, no, but then Joe comes to me and he's like, where are your keys to take your car? I'm like, in my Lululemon belt bag on the steps inside of it. Like, I knew exactly where they were. And I'm just like, how do you...
See, I literally have my whole wallet on my keys. So it's like kill two birds with one stone situation where if I lose one, I lose both, which is bad, but also good because I'm like, I don't just lost my keys randomly. I'm like, this is all of my things. Yeah. I put it somewhere I know I won't forget it. But like, Joe and Nick, and I don't know how many things Joe have like fully lost.
No, not many.
Since dating Nick, he has now lost 4 pairs of Ray-Bans. He lost his other pair. He's been wearing his shitty Cole Haan ones that he bought one day with.
Cole Haan's kind of expensive.
Well, no. They were from Nordy Rack and they were only like $30.
What are all these nicknames? Yas, Nordy Rack,
Nordstrom Rack.
What? No.
I feel like that's no shorter than saying Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah.
Nordy
Especially
Rack.
Especially because you're just saying rack too.
Yeah.
The rack. Okay,
Nordy Rack.
He bought them and then all the they were treated and what's it called when a sunglass polarized. They were polarized and it all chipped off, so he had to like scratch off all of the polarized portion of the sunglasses, and he hasn't lost those yet. But his nice Hex Ray-Bans that he repurchased 3 months ago or 4 months ago, he already lost. And he lost one gift I got him after 1 month. Know. And I'll never let that go. I got him a really nice GPS watch, a Garmin.
That's ironic.
Yep, a Garmin. He left it in our hotel room in Wisconsin. That whole state is cursed. But like, you deal with that shit with Joe. I deal with like Nick losing very expensive things.
Well, I just get angry because I always wake up.
He's a tyrant.
I always wake up so much earlier than necessary. And I'm like, those 45 minutes of sleep would have been so valuable today. Like,
yeah.
But isn't going back to sleep after you accidentally wake up early like the best feeling ever?
Yes. However, I didn't have time to today. Like, by the time this whole ordeal was done, I had 15 minutes before my alarm was about to go off. So I literally just chucked my phone across the room. I was so mad.
I'm laughing because like Nick, I'm thinking about Nick getting out of bed. So today I got to sleep in a little because our really early client canceled. And one of them was my mom, and I canceled on her because I was like, I'm not getting up.
Lucky you.
She was at 6 a.m. My 6:30 canceled. I'm like, Mom, last week you came and you were like, oh, you should have canceled on me. I'm like, I'm canceling on you today. Tired.
But we don't normally do that.
No. Oh my God. No. I showed up and then my mom's like, I didn't really feel like working out. I'm like, I didn't either. But we are. And then she's always happy she came. But that's on training your mom.
It's neither here or there.
It's always interesting. But what I was gonna say is we had that cancellation. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I'll try to sleep in a little bit because I did go to New York this weekend, had a couple later nights than I usually have. So I was like exhausted. But Nick wakes up at like 5:30 every morning and he is very quiet. I'm also a very heavy sleeper, but I hear his alarm go off and then like we have a walk-in closet.
And he yosses out of the room.
Catapults out. And he's very quiet. And then I just pictured myself getting out of bed sometimes when I get out early.
Stop. It's like an elephant.
A couple of pairs of my shoes, my Nike, my running sneakers, if they go really hard against hardwood floor, it sounds like a basketball court. It's like
yeah.
And I'm lazy in the morning and I don't untie my full shoe. So I'm just like stomping my feet into my shoes. And one morning he literally goes, is this fucking necessary? And I'm like,
I would hate you.
I'm literally like, what do you mean? And he's like, you're going to wake up the whole building.
Maddie is not light on her feet.
No, I'm not. Like yesterday he was napping and I had just woken up from a nap. But I also saw him go, hey, like open his eyes. Hey, what's up? I like wasn't fully, I was like, hi. My hair was all wet. So I was like, I'm going to blow dry it. But he like kind of just went back and shut his eyes. But I'm like, he's awake. So I start blow drying my hair with the door open.
Maddie, what's wrong with you?
And all of a sudden, I'm like, I wasn't looking in the mirror and I just hear the door behind me slam. And I walk out. I'm like, why'd you do that? He's like, you have zero regard.
You don't. You really don't.
No, I usually do. But I go, but you opened your eyes. Like, I knew you were awake. He was like, what if I wanted to go back to sleep? I was like, well, if I'm awake, you're awake. And he was like, you're a dick. But I feel that.
All right. And that's on being a good partner.
We both are such good partners, me and Joe.
Yeah.
We're the best.
You guys would be literally tornadoes together. You guys would literally be so loud and obnoxious. Oh my God.
Okay, like Nick's pretty quiet, but like he does random shit. Like yesterday, he pulls out a thing of expired pickles out of our fridge. We were making lunch. And it's weird because I didn't think pickles could really expire that fast. Whatever, they're expired. But I'm like, go out this afternoon to make my lunch. And he like put the full jar of pickles. Like pickles are firmly in there with pickle juice. They're still expired. Puts them behind the paper towel holder. And I'm like, like, how long do we think these are going to sit here? Like, does he think they're just going to disappear? Like, I am so confused.
Why do you leave it there?
Carly, he didn't even, like, pickle juice can go down the drain.
Yeah.
And, like, he could have just thrown them away. But instead, full of everything, he just pulled them out. It's like, these are expired. Pulls the paper towel holder away from the wall and just places them behind it.
Perfect.
And I'm like, oh, are we playing hide and seek now with expired pickle jars? All right, mark my words. I'm going to leave those there. And
just post on the
I'm going to post it when I get home because I promise they will still be there. I promise you. And I'm going to take a photo of them and I'm going to see how long it takes for him to dispose of them.
So you have to be like day 2, day 3,
I'm just confused.
day 4.
If they're expired, why are we hanging on to them as decoration?
Let's see if Nick notices on Instagram.
He won't.
No, I know.
He won't. He might. No, he won't. I don't think he even votes on our polls.
What a dick.
Let's see. Nick,
anyways, you went to New York this weekend.
Oh, yes. And I wanted to bring up a billboard that I saw. So Times Square. And call me like
old-fashioned.
Not even old-fashioned, just like not part of the majority. I don't typically like Times Square. Like it's very overwhelming. And like we walked through Times Square to get home.
It smells.
Like I like going to New York. I could never live there. It's also so expensive. Like I am like used to Holliston and Ashland like paying. And I sometimes think it's expensive there. And then I realize like New York is like quadruple the price on everything.
Maddie, even Boston's quadruple the price of your apartment.
But Boston's cheaper than New York.
Yeah, not by much.
But like coffee.
He doesn't vote on our polls.
He does not.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nicholas. So I was walking through Times Square and we're walking home. It's like 1 a.m. and I turn around and there's this massive, and I posted it on our story. I can post it again after this episode. It's kind of blurry. Unfortunately, I took it while I was mid-walk. It says, "Are you feeling fat and lazy?" And then it's a picture, and one of our listeners picked up on this, and I didn't pick up on it at first. It's a picture of a girl in like a red top and black leggings, and, you know, she is holding a yoga mat, and her name is Deborah Capicio. I tried tagging her to throw shade, not to even throw shade, just to be like, what the heck are you doing? She doesn't allow people to tag her unless they're following each other. Is she public? She's public. She only has like 100 followers though. So no wonder she posted like, it's DEBORAH_CAPACCIO. And her website is getyoursparklebackgirl.com.
Wow.
But the person behind her, who is not her, look, is wearing the same color to try to show like transformation photos or something. I think they're just so disgusting. Like I looked at it and I was like, is this a joke? Yeah, no, she's tapped clearly. Like you can't post that.
Yeah.
Like also it's sad because
Joe just texted me.
Is he at her house?
Yep, he's at her house and he's in the yard and he goes, found them. And they were in the lawn.
Let me see the photo.
They're under leaves. And he goes, found them.
Oh my God. He probably walked back.
And he goes, LOL. Like it's a funny joke. Like my day's not going to end at 10 p.m.
The leaf foliage in this photo looks really nice.
Yeah. Anyways, Deborah Capicchio. Sorry, I just tried Joe found his keys, everyone.
Thank God. But no, I tried to tag her because I have this feeling in my gut that she turned off tags because think of how many people are in Times Square.
Yeah. 100%.
So many people were probably tagging her being like, what the actual fuck?
You can't post feeling fat and lazy. Instead, why wouldn't you do the flip side and say, want to feel inspired and motivated?
Or like strong and like, let's stop making fitness about the scale. Like anything to make people feel. And this is particularly towards women because it's called Get Your Sparkle Back Girl. Like, what's sparkle? Like, I also don't like how they are trying to equate sparkle to skinny. Yeah. Like, feeling fat and lazy. Oh, actually particularly, maybe, no, but definitely not. Like, it just made me so mad. And I went on a tangent in the cab, and my friends were like, we saw this, like, we've seen this 100 times. Because they obviously have to cut through Times Square. I was like, I'm so mad. So, yeah. Don't ever listen to those disgusting ads. Like, and like we always talk about the ads that are like, oh, like burn this many calories in your workout, weigh this much after 3 weeks. Stay away from that. That's such toxic.
False advertising.
It's just toxic advertising.
Well, yeah, because everyone's like we said, the bikini body episode where everyone's like, oh, do you want a bikini body by vacation weather? And it's like,
or like our cleanse one.
Oh,
meh. The cleanse.
The cleanse.
The cleanse. Hate cleanses. It just made me think of Patrick Star.
Yeah.
So,
who you call him Pinhead?
Pinhead. Me and Nick every day, if there's like a little bit of silence, like between us, I go, "May I take your hat, sir?" And then he goes, "Welcome to the Weenie Hut Junior."
You guys
are so weird.
When they're not stomping around the house.
When I'm not stomping around. So this week, after all that, and we were almost taking the left turn towards what our actual episode's about, but then we pivoted.
Yep.
Sleep. Schlep. That Carly did not get much of last night.
No, which is why I'm a very angry elf right now.
You're not even. I've seen you way worse.
No, I know. You know what? I'm trying to be able to function on less sleep because I've noticed I've been getting less. So I need to learn how to function on less.
What time did you go to bed last night?
8.
Early?
I was asleep by 8:15.
What time did you go to bed?
I actually went to bed at 7:30 last night.
How great did it feel?
It was good, but I also woke up at I woke up around the same time you did.
Okay, no, at first I woke up at 11:30 p.m.
Oh, that's the best.
Thinking it was like 3 a.m. or like Joe's alarm was about to go off. And I like woke up like in a panic because I was like, oh my God, I didn't like add on our Google Calendar to like the Newberry location. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to text so-and-so because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't like.
You didn't tell anybody?
No, but no one's there on Monday morning, so it doesn't actually matter. So at 11:30 p.m. I added it, and then I was like, I have the whole night ahead of me right now.
You're like I literally could be going to bed just now.
Yes, I literally have slept for 3 hours already, and I have now another 6 ahead of me.
That's the best.
So
I went to bed at 9:30 and woke up at 7:30. Got a quick 10.
Wow.
And I woke up to my alarm.
Wow.
I can sleep for at least 13.
So the business doesn't stress you out? Like, it keeps me up at night.
I'm not going to lie to you. My one time,
like, no.
My one time to unplug my brain from work is sleep.
See, I think
I have so much other anxiety, Carly.
No, yeah,
that
you
keeps
do.
me up at night.
No, I know you do, but
like
the business anxiety is what keeps me up at night. Like if I like anything to do with Built by Byron or a podcast, it will hit me the second I rest my head on a pillow.
I mean, I woke up this morning in a start because randomly, you'll be like, what the fuck? So I don't know about you. If I get woken up a little bit and then I fall back into sleep, you're in like a shallower level of sleep. So you dream a little bit more and vividly because you're not in as deep as a slumber. So I started dreaming about the Harry Styles concert, which is tonight.
Yeah.
In Boston. And if anyone has any connects, Hurley, do you know anyone?
I might.
Really? Well, if you do, get me tickets because I really want to go. I would do some wild things. Natalie and Elena are going. Oh. So I will be going in my Babson college sweatshirt, but that's okay.
Oh, Maddie got into grad school.
Yeah, I got into grad school, everybody.
Yeah.
At least I don't have to tell you all that I didn't. So I had a dream that I found tickets for $80, but tickets are going for $800 right now. But I was at the TD Garden purchasing them. And I'm calling you, and I realize it's 8:28, and I had a client today at 8:30, and I'm on the phone with you. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was at the Harry Styles concert trying to get tickets before my clients.
Oh
and
my God.
I woke up with visceral anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, I missed my clients this morning and then I went and checked, and the tickets were still $800. But I do stress about sleeping through clients and stuff sometimes.
No, mine's more like, did I reply to that email? Are we going to get this guest on? Are we going to, like, literally, like...
Well, I'd rather have anxiety about more irrational things than that. I'd rather just be like, did that, like during COVID, I'd be like, did that one person I walked by that sneezed 100 feet away from me happen to have COVID? Now do I have COVID? And then did I hug someone today and give them, like,
no, yours is irrational.
I do in
yours
bed.
Is irrational.
And Carly's like, oh shit, did I hit send on that one email that it wouldn't make a difference if it got sent today or tomorrow? Like,
yeah, no, that's, yeah.
So I guess we have both irrational ones, but mine are just like psychotically irrational, and yours are like, it won't end. The world won't end if this happens.
Yeah. But back to sleep.
But okay, so that happens to you.
Yes.
But like, what is your routine before you go to bed?
Before I go to bed, this has been my most current routine. I really love to shower because I try to keep my sheets as clean as possible, if that makes sense.
How often do you change them?
Once a week. Because I used to do every 2 weeks when I was showering every night and didn't have a dog, but now that I have a dog, like rampaging through the bed. And like the other night, Joe, after we got home from going out, in his jeans, got into bed, and I go, get the F out of bed in your street clothes. Is that not your biggest pet peeve?
Do you have that too?
What do you mean?
Street clothes in bed.
No.
Ugh, like,
I mean, I'll just wear boxers to bed.
But then also, this is another one of my pet peeves with Joe. He scrunches the sheets down with his feet and just sleeps in the comforter.
That's what Nick does.
The sheets are on me and not on him, and they're like scrunched on his end of the bed.
You have to draw it diagram. It's so awkward.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? Or he'll sleep on top of it, and I'll be under the sheets, and he's on top of the sheets, and I'm like, what's going on?
Hurley, do you use a top sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've asked him before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
he's like a
normal person.
I said wife him up, remember?
Yeah, yes, I actually do remember that.
Wife him up. He uses a top sheet.
Our boyfriends don't.
So anyways, my nighttime routine, I like to shower, do my skincare stuff. Shout out to Aloe Ativa. Mm-hmm. I use them. And I also actually just started trying Uncommon James, which is
I've never heard of that.
Kristen Cavallari's. So.
You
I am an easy sell.
Yeah, she is.
And I also like the Soyer toner wipes.
Yep.
Anyways, moving right along. I go into my room, I light a bunch of candles, and I put on a TV show. And if it's a scary one like You or Squid Game, I will only watch that for an hour, like 7:30 to 8:30.
Carly's like locks herself in her room at 6 p.m.
At 7:30. And then from 8:30 to 9, I'll watch like New Girl just to like get the giggles on before I fall asleep because
serotonin.
Yeah, something to make me happy, especially after Squid Game. Holy shit.
Wild.
That was a messed up. I don't know why I watched that. It was a roller coaster of emotion.
So good.
Yeah, so that's mine. And then I go to sleep and I blow out all my candles and then roll over and fall asleep.
Do you ever get nervous about falling asleep with the candles?
No, because I will make sure I'm sitting up as long as the candles are on, and I won't. And then
You won't lay down.
yeah, I'll get Duke off my bed and put him in his crate and blow out all the candles.
That's smart. Oh, well, you have a dog that you like. Once you put him in the crate, that's the
That's like okay. I'm getting serious about bedtime.
I have lately been getting more in like getting into bed earlier and earlier because I find that like I'll stay on my phone for a little while in bed, but I've been trying to put it away after like 20 minutes because if I don't, I'll stay on it forever. So depending on what time I get home, I always shower him the same way. Me and Nick both actually, which I appreciate, we both shower every day. Like
a normal person.
Like a normal person. Joe is not normal.
No,
I'm just kidding.
He's a morning showerer.
I can't with that.
I'm only a morning. I'll shower twice a day. If I like wake up and work out, I'll shower and then shower again at night.
Yeah. Well, you have to shower before you get into bed.
Yeah.
You have the day of dirties on you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like it. So I'll shower and then Nick and I will like sit on the couch for a little while, maybe watch a show or two. The problem is that Nick falls asleep on the couch at approximately 7:30 p.m.
Tired boy.
And then I get very lonely. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to go watch something. But I'm like, if he's going to fall asleep on the couch, I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Because like the only reason why I'd stay out there is to like keep him company. But then I don't ever want to be like, let's go watch TV in bed because then he'll actually fall asleep earlier than that.
Yeah.
And then I unfortunately do have the routine of being on my phone before bed and then I'll fall asleep with the TV on.
See, I'm actually very good about unplugging before bed. Like I really don't watch TikTok. I don't scroll Instagram. I just like once I set my alarm, I turn my phone over and like don't touch it.
I don't watch really TV to fall asleep anymore. I use it as background noise, but lately I've been shutting it off and then falling asleep. Like I need silence and a lot of white noise. Like we have fans going always.
Same. Oh my God. Windows open, fan on.
Windows open, fan on. We just got a screen in our bedroom and I'm so pumped because it
Carly, what's your bedtime routine?
Yeah.
It's not great. I basically just floss, brush my teeth, go to bed.
Well, you floss.
Hey, that's huge.
Yeah, I just dance in the mirror real quick.
That's more than I do. Oh, you floss.
That's
but yeah,
impressive.
I do go on my phone for a little bit of time, which I've been trying to get off of, but it's just
So many people
it's so
do though.
hard. Yeah.
So many people do. And like, I feel like,
I'm more of a morning phone person.
see, I'm the opposite. I do not check my phone first thing in the morning.
I do.
Like,
And I could get like, if I wake up 10 minutes before my alarm and check my phone, I'll just stay up until my alarm goes off and be on my phone.
see, maybe I've said this before. The only person name I look for on my phone when I check what time it is hers. Because I'm like, what did I do
She's
wrong?
scared of my
I'm like,
name.
did I do something wrong this morning already? It's not even 6 a.m. I'm just like scared that like I would oversleep through a client or like she would need me to like last minute do a change or something. So like the only person I look for is my business partner because I'm like the only urgent matter could be work.
Yeah.
And you're the only other person I work with or a client.
True.
But so I polled our listeners today to kind of see what the vibes are. Like, for example, Carly, what time do you said 8:30?
8:30. Yep.
I'm like, I try to go to bed by 9:30 every night. And it depends on how tired I am.
Like 9:30 at the latest.
Yeah. Like I'll be in bed by 9:30, but like I'll fall asleep in between 9:30 and 10, but always before 10, hopefully. Hurls?
It's like 11:30 for me.
Okay. Well, you're part of the majority. We have 84 people after 10 p.m. and 56 before. So most people fall asleep later, which I know is a thing. Like, because think of all the shit people have with screens now, iPads, work, even from home. I feel like it's so hard to unplug from work from home now.
I mean, if 8 hours is the recommendation, then if you are asleep from midnight to 8, then
That's true.
you get your 8 hours in.
That's
right?
true.
If only.
I know. By 8 a.m., we've had 4 clients.
It's so weird
Jeez.
to think about that way. Okay. How many hours do you average per night? Less than 8 or more?
Depends on the night. There are some nights if I go to bed, if I like consciously make an effort to go to bed because I know I have to be up in the 4s or 5s, then 8 hours. But I would say those are usually like 7 or 6 hour nights.
Yeah, I feel like it also depends for me. Like tomorrow for like tonight, for example, we'll get home a little bit later because of class, and I have to be up at like 5:15 tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm 4:45 tomorrow. Fuck.
What do you have tomorrow? Bespoke in Boston, right?
Yeah, at 6:15.
Yeah,
it's my first class. That's like when I hit play on the playlist.
This is the thing, Carly. Although like she has dog duty, so like she has to account that in the morning, and those are the days. That's an
extra half hour.
Yeah, those are the days where I'm like, I'm grateful in the sense that the only person I have to deal with in the morning is myself.
Yeah,
because if I had to wake up 30 minutes early for something else.
If I like eat, there have been mornings where I've pushed it like, oh, I can wake up 15 minutes before and then like just take Duke out and feed him. But those are the mornings that Duke will sniff the entire yard before he decides to pee. And I'll be like, pee, God damn it, just like take a leak, Duke. And like,
please, for the love of God, just piss.
Yes, no, but now I have to just do a half hour to be safe because I'll take him out. And then those are the mornings he'll be done in 2 minutes, eat in 1 minute, and then go snuggle with mom before I'm even out the door. And I'm like,
what the hell? But do you feel like, and I feel this too, if I wake up later than I usually plan to, the anxiety that sets in, like I hate feeling rushed and feel like I hate being late. Like,
yeah, no, I get that. Same.
So 79 for less than 8, 54 for 8 or more. I'm always an 8 or more gal, but like it really depends on the night. You shoot for 8 or more.
Yeah.
Night owl or earlier the better?
I'm an early riser. Early to rise, early to bed.
Yep.
Night owl.
See, that's why I have so much time or such a hard time with you nightlife people when you're like, come to my show. It starts at 10 p.m. I'm like, that throws off my entire week if I on Saturday go out at 10 p.m. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's impressive that you all do that because I'm
impressed that Hurley does it because he also works a full-time job here.
He just is good at running on 0 hours of sleep. But my thing is if, like you said, if I stay up till like 1 or 2, one night out of the 7 nights, it throws my whole sleep cycle
for the next week. Yeah, the last 2 weeks we haven't gone to any shows, and I don't want to say been amazing, but I've been getting great sleep. I've been on a great routine.
I was out till 1, 2 nights in a row, and it was so much fun. But like, it's hard. Like today, I needed to sleep for 10 hours because I needed to get back into like my usual routine. So it really does have a huge effect. And like I did some research about sleeping, and going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning is actually super beneficial for good sleep. They said screens before sleep is actually really detrimental.
I'm sure.
So I said before bed, on your TV or phone or no screens. 122 screens, like phone, TV, 12 for no screens.
Joe fights me every night. Well, not fights me, but he fights me because he's like, turn the TV off to fall asleep. And I'm like, no, I like it for noise. And he's like, turn it off. And I'm like, he likes silence, darkness, and I like falling asleep with the TV on. Yeah. So that's going to be our biggest fight.
Jesus.
Sorry, everyone. Can you tell I've been in a mood with Joe today?
So I looked up how screens affect sleep-wake cycle. So we follow a circadian rhythm that takes cues from sunlight. So like when the sun goes down, you go to bed. When the sun comes up, you go awake. That's like what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No. Yeah, it's Maddie, obviously.
I was going to say, it sounded so sarcastic.
I know. You're such a bitch. But when it becomes dark, the body produces a hormone called melatonin, obviously. But I feel like a lot of people don't realize.
Melatonin?
Well, we don't. I feel like a lot of people don't even think about how we naturally already produce it because people take it orally all the time for sleep, like to help. Smartphones, tablets, computers, televisions, all of that. Blue light is similar to sunlight, so it suppresses melatonin production. So like that's why, and I don't know if you've ever felt like this too, when you're going to bed and you're like, oh, I'm exhausted, and all of a sudden you're scrolling on your phone and you're like, actually, I don't feel as tired as I did 10 minutes ago. And it's because the blue light can literally mess up your circadian rhythm to the point where you don't feel tired anymore. So they said get blue light glasses before bed, or turn on your night mode. Most iPhones have night mode, so it's a softer light and it's not blue. It has like yellowy tones. It's literally, you scroll down and you can go into your like do not disturb and like screen settings. But that is another really good thing. So keep that in mind, and it's also linked to insomnia symptoms, being on your phone before bed.
Oh my God. What? Guys, why is my throat making like fart noises?
Today, I feel like we're actually going to be able to hear these when we listen back.
No, that was a loud one.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ. No, but so we wanted to come on here and challenge you all. Actually, Maddie had no part of this. This is me. I want to challenge you all to putting your phone away a half hour before you go to sleep and not checking it for the first 10 minutes you're awake.
Are you going to do that?
I'm going to try.
Are you going to try not to check it right when you're awake?
Yep. I'm going to try.
Carly.
I'm going to try.
I said, do you feel like screens keep you awake longer and make it harder to sleep? And 85 people said yes, 42 for no. So there's a good percentage of people that feels like it doesn't make a difference. And then I also asked everyone to drop their best routines. Look how many people replied.
Oh my gosh.
So many people. So,
doing yoga before bed,
Yeah.
weighted blanket, no phone before bed, read a chapter of a book instead. Yes, that makes me super tired.
sound machine.
Consistent time, no screens, which is hard. Oh, that's awful.
What did it say?
Which is so hard right now in grad school. My sleep is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep, ease, herbs. Oh, from Darcy Wellness. Shout
Yeah.
out. Acupuncture with Al. No chocolate at night, which actually I agree with. I used to drink hot chocolate every night before bed. I stopped that. That's amazing. Melatonin, lots of H2O, CBD gummies. Put my phone away and take 10 to 15 minutes to pray and reflect on the day. That's so nice. Journaling, no phone, shower, night routine, deep breaths, CBD, no screens, close to bedtime. Sobriety, phone away, no food or water an hour before bed. Read before bed instead of looking at my phone. Reading before, so a lot of CBD gummies with melatonin.
Yep.
Which I've taken.
A lot of showering before bed.
Yeah.
That's a big routine for people.
And reading before bed.
Yeah.
Reading a book.
And then let's see. No TV in the bedroom, which I think is so crazy. Like, it's amazing. And I feel like it's not done much at all.
Yeah.
Most people are like, where are we going to put the flat screen? Like, I literally have a TV in my bed,
60-inch?
my bedroom. So like blue light glasses. Yeah, there's a lot. And I feel like everyone's a little bit different, but it's definitely like unplugging is like very important.
That's
because
the main theme.
lots of anxiety can happen.
Can it?
Just a little. But definitely challenge yourself, like what Carly said. I will challenge it.
30 minutes before bedtime and 10 minutes after you wake up.
Yeah, I will not have any issue with after.
I will have no issue with before. That's funny.
Yeah, before, like, I'll watch like 15 minutes of TikTok and go to bed. But then I don't know about you. I like I'll set my alarm, then I check it 4 times to make sure it's actually set.
I check my OCD.
So bad.
I forgot a huge part of my bedtime routine. Checking to make sure all the doors in the house are locked. Checking to make sure the stove burners are off. Checking to make sure everything is unplugged in the kitchen, like toaster, because I know someone whose house burnt down from a toaster.
Wait, you actually unplugged the toaster?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
I know someone who's like a piece of toast, like something it was a toaster oven, I think, and it like got reheated somehow.
Caught fire.
It caught fire, and they were on a walk, and they came back. Their house was up in flames.
Oh my God.
Yeah, really scary.
Real bad.
Yeah, the whole house was destroyed. They like they had to like rebuild the entire house. So I'm like very afraid of fires, in case y'all didn't know. And then I also check my alarm 1,700,000 times before I go to bed, and I put on 5 alarms.
I always check to make, because I'm always scared I accidentally set it for PM.
Me too, because I've done that. Once I worked Soul Cycle front desk, and I was supposed to be there at 4:30 a.m. All of a sudden, 6:30 a.m. rolls around. I'm like, oh, this sleep felt long. Check my alarm. I have like 15 missed calls from the front desk, and I was like, oh my God. And I set it for PM.
Yeah.
So
Geez.
I have, honestly, I don't think I've ever done that.
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Don't let tomorrow be
I
the
have
first
to
time.
wake up at 5:15. Yeah, I think that I do that more and more now, though. But like weird moves, 5 alarms.
Yeah. Well, in case the first 4 don't go off. I don't know. That's where my anxiety lays. Like it's in the OCD.
Do you snooze alarms?
No. First
100
alarm
times.
First alarm I'm up.
Yeah, that's me too. I hop right up because I know if I just sit in bed, I'm just gonna fall back asleep.
All of my college roommates, my one like roommate in like our dorms, she did not do that, and I would set it like 20 to 30 minutes earlier than it needed to be up, and at least snooze 3 times.
And she just one-touched it.
Yeah. Nick hates it. I said it went time for 5 a.m. and I actually didn't have to be up till 6. And
What's wrong with you?
But in my defense, I checked my client list and I confused 6:15 with a 6:30. So I was like, oh, I actually have like 20 extra minutes. And Nick was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I didn't want to set a new one. So I just woke up intermittently every 9 minutes.
That's so annoying.
It's horrible. But yeah. So tell us, we're going to keep leaving that open, that conversation open, because sleep will never stop being important.
Yeah.
But it's almost Halloween.
It's almost Halloween, and we did a Halloween edition. If you're an OG listener, we brought back some questions from last year, and we did this actually on Built by Byron last year. So this is the first year that it's a poll on Eat the Damn Cake. So Snickers or Twix?
Twix.
I'm going Snickers.
I do really like Snickers.
I don't really like Twix commercials. They kind of bug me.
They are annoying.
I don't like Snickers because they have nuts in them.
Oh.
I don't like nuts.
I like nuts. I like peanuts. I like peanuts.
91 for Snickers, 164 for Twix. Milky Way or Three Musketeers?
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Okay, someone DM'd and was like, whoever.
Okay, but I love Three Musketeers.
No, but a Three Musketeers and a Milky Way are the same, except one has caramel. Carly, they're both just nougat on the center.
Marshmallow.
Nougat.
I am.
Oh, I thought.
I am mind blown.
It's nougaty.
All right.
Nougaty.
Soft nougat.
186.
I don't know why I know that
Say it one more time.
nougat.
186 for Milky Way, 61 for Three Musketeers. Sour Patch Kids or Sour Patch Watermelon?
Kids.
Watermelon.
Sour Patch Kids are so much better. The watermelons all taste the same.
Yeah, because they are all the same.
They're not sour.
Wait, what
either.
do you mean? That's the best part.
Yeah, the worst part.
I'm going Kids.
Yeah.
So.
Sour Patch
Who am I
watermelons
in
are
the room with?
nasty.
All right, 83 for Sour Patch Kids, 170 for Sour Patch Watermelon. Kit Kat or Reese's? Reese's, duh.
Kit Kat.
Reese's.
Kit Kat.
As my New York
Reese's?
roommate told me I have to pronounce it.
Reese's?
Reese's.
It's Reese's.
I think it is actually Reese's, but that's okay.
77 for Kit Kat, 181 for Reese's. Did you say Kit Kat?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
They're good.
Do you break them in half or do you just eat them like a psychopath?
Oh my God, I break them.
Her
Nick
boyfriend eats them like
no, he only does that for the clout. He's like, oh my God, people are gonna think I'm crazy for doing this.
Wild
so he
and
just does
crazy.
it, and he'll post it.
Reese's.
It's like the guy's last name.
Reese's Pieces or M&M's?
M&M's.
M&M's.
M&M. Yep.
Who eats Reese's Pieces?
They make me want a projectile.
They're just weird.
94 for Reese's Pieces, 164 for M&M's. So for Halloween costumes, Hurley, this is all you. Funny or sexy?
It's got to be sexy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like firefighter.
I will always go for the laughs.
No, you won't. You were.
When I was
Maddie,
early in college,
you didn't go for the laughs.
I made a couple mistakes. But then as I got older, I was like a Dunkin' Donuts worker.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, and we went into a Dunkin' Donuts. It was like, so could we have a pin, please? Oh, I just got something in my eye. They were like, they give us real pins, and like a couple of people got real aprons.
Wow.
We were like, can we actually work here? Fun fact, I did one time fill out an application to work there, me and Emzim.
Cassie did for one day.
I know.
180 for funny, 61 for sexy. Funny. You know what? Of people who voted sexy, I appreciate you being real. I do.
Stay honest.
Stay honest. Would you rather trick or treat or give out candy?
Like at this moment?
Give out candy. I'm not 11.
Be a 25-year-old trick or treater.
Why?
Carly's like, I would trick or treat, free candy.
Free candy. No, I'd give out candy, but they have to come before 8:30 p.m. or else I'm in bed. So.
So
I think it starts pretty early.
It's brutal.
It's 60 for trick or treat, 176 for give out candy.
Are you rushing me?
No, I was just gonna. I'm sorry.
Are you for scary movies? Not the last year we made this mistake when I wrote scary movie versus like first Hocus Pocus or something, and everyone thought I meant like the scary movie 1, 2, 3, 4. So scary movies like The Grudge and Prom Night and like those ones. Those are the only two I've seen.
Like Halloween.
Yeah. Are you all about it or no thanks?
All about it.
Thanks.
All about it. The Halloween movies
I'd rather
are
saw
so
my own
good.
head off than watch a scary movie.
That sounds scary enough. Weirdo. 104 for all about it. 139 for no thanks.
So aggressive.
Literally so aggressive.
Halloween decorations or Thanksgiving? I'm gonna have to say Thanksgiving.
Me too. I have Thanksgiving decorations.
Yeah, like they last longer. They're fall, and like you get to enjoy it for 2 months instead of just like till the
3
31st.
weeks,
Yeah,
honestly, because it hit October and I was like, fall, and like fall decorations equal Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but then there are specific Halloween decorations. What about you?
I can't say I do either.
What do we think about
but if
the
I had to
blow
pick,
ups?
I would do Halloween, I guess, because they're a little more just interesting.
Really?
Than just like a couple leaves.
What do you feel about? How do you? You're not wrong. Okay.
A couple woven baskets.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel about those weird blow up things in front of people's houses?
Hate those. And never mind. I was gonna say our neighbors have them and they cackle and they're like, and they literally scare the shit out of Duke while he's trying to pee, and that's all he pays attention to, and they're the reason why he won't pee in the morning.
No, there are. It's funny because a few times we've had people over and people thought they were real people, and I'm like, no, those are the blow up things. I'm not a particular fan of them. A lot of people out in Ashland, on my way home, everyone has them, and I'm like, is there something in the air? Like, why?
Wait, 148 people said Halloween decorations. 97 said Thanksgiving decorations.
Yeah, I don't think I would do anything like big that I'd have to like store somewhere. I would probably just do lights
like
and
like
cobwebs. Yeah.
I like the cobwebs and like the spiders crawling up the cobwebs. I like the bats. That's a lot of bats.
I would just adopt a black cat.
So many bats.
Every year I'd be like, well, I've got a black cat, so on brand.
Cool.
Yeah.
What would you name it? Spooky.
Spoopy.
Swoopy.
Spooky pooky.
Dusk. I would name it Dusk.
Ugh. I can't say I like that.
All right. I don't know.
Well, hopefully next week we'll have a really special episode for you all.
We won't spoil it.
We won't spoil it, and it's depending on a couple outside factors.
There's also a giveaway going on in Built by Byron through Eat the Damn Cake and Big Night Fitness to win Loud Luxury tickets and some AirPods, and that ends on Thursday. So make sure you go over there. Yep. On Thursday. So cool. Have a great day.
Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, love us, like us, share us,
live us,
kiss us.
Okay. On that note, have a great Halloween.